Good morning, everybody. So I'm here at school waiting on my students to come in. Got my thermometer taking temperatures, but I had some thoughts this morning. I actually had them last night in regards to sticking to your vision and believing what God has put into your heart. When I saw yesterday about Tyler Perry and how he's now a billionaire, it just empowered me. He's always empowered me along with several others, but he's really empowered me because I know the story that he shared on his struggle and also just the dream that he had and how people didn't always support him. People mocked him and didn't believe in what God had put into his heart. But he stood by it. He persevered. He kept believing, even when he wanted to quit. Something in him just kept pushing him to want to keep going. And then finally, he had that sold out crowd in his plays, which has now led him up to where he is today, which is now a billionaire. And I just want to commend Tyler Perry and want to tell him that he's an inspiration. Thank him for walking by faith and not by sight. Thank him for not listening to what other people are saying and defeating those voices in his head. And that just reminded me of myself, and I'm sure it has reminded many of you of yourself. I know that I have a big vision. I know I have big dreams, and I've had people tell me, your dreams are too big. I had people tell me, you need to quiet down. I had people tell me I need to just rest in what's around me. And I don't, that hurt me, but it also frustrated me, but at the same time, it pushed me because I'm like, don't tell me to sit down and don't tell me my dream is too big, because that's how I know it came from God. And God has shown me great things. He's shown me a prosperous life. He's shown me that I will be helping many, many people, as I already have, with nothing really. But what, of course, I don't want to say with nothing, because He's given me what I need for this season. But I know there's greater, but he who is faithful over little is faithful over much. And we have to remain faithful. We have to stick to what God has put in our hearts and in our minds. We have to stay focused. We have to pray. We have to believe and write the vision and make it plain. The word says, though it tarry, it shall come in its appointed time. But faith without works is dead. Don't let people steal your dreams. Don't let people tell you what you can't do. Don't let people tell you that it's too big. Don't let people laugh and mock at you, because you're not supposed to be like everybody else. You're supposed to be unique. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be set apart. That's what makes us who we are. So even if you look behind me, it's probably backwards, maybe, I don't know, but it says I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and it's our bulletin board about being you. And I just thought this was appropriate for this morning and this message. Be you. Stick to what God has put into your heart. Remember that even in the times of darkness, those darkness can push you to your purpose, that there's treasures in the darkness, and that's what Scripture tells us. And so we have to search deep. We have to continue to persevere. We have to remain diligent. We have to seek the Lord for comfort, wisdom, and guidance, and know all things can work together for our good, and continue to remind ourselves we're more than conquerors. Thank you, Tyler Perry, for just being an example and showing us what diligence is, what faith is, and perseverance is. And I want to encourage you all to remember to stay in hope. I always say faith plus diligence plus patience will help you get to your purpose. Faith plus diligence, but patience will help you get there. So pray for me as I will pray for you. Have a blessed day in the Lord.